Hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to learn how to create deals automatically in Pipedrive for landing page form leads. Now let's say I use Landingy for receiving my new leads and I want to create new deal over the Pipedrive. So here my objective is as soon as I receive a new lead over the Landingy, I am going to create a deal in Pipedrive. So for integrating these both applications, I am going to use a software that is Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to build this automation, then let me take you towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I am going to show you how you can create deals in Pipedrive by landing form submission. So right before you on my screen, you can see I have integrated these both applications, that is Landingy and Pipedrive, and creating an automation where as soon as a new form submission is received over the Landingy, a deal is created over the Pipedrive. So in this video, I am going to show you how you can create this automation from scratch. But before that, I am going to show you the real working demo of this automation. So for that, let's move on to my landing page form. So here you can see this is my landing page form, and here you can see this is the form, and now I am going to fill the details. So now let's fill this form over here. So here you can see I have provided the name demo user, email is demoUser@pabblytudes.com, and the phone number. Now we simply have to submit this form, and here you can see our form has been successfully submitted. Now let's move on to my Pipedrive account to check whether we are receiving a deal over there with the same information I have filled here or not. So here you can see this is my Pipedrive account, and here you can see I am successfully receiving the deal which I have recently created named as demo user, and here you can see other details of my demo user such as phone number and email. So this is the way an automation works. So here I am going to show you how you can create this automation by just using Pabbly Connect for enhancing your business and reducing your manual workload. So for accessing the Pabbly Connect, you just have to type its URL over the new tab, that is pabbly.com/connect, and once you will enter the URL, you will be getting the landing page of Pabbly, and here you can see we are getting two options, that is sign in and sign up free. So if you are a new user, you can simply click over this sign up free, but if you are an existing user, you can simply click over this sign in. And if you sign up your account for free over the Pabbly Connect, you get 100 free tasks every month for practicing Pabbly Connect. But before moving on forward, I am going to tell you about Pabbly Community. So here you can see this is the page of Pabbly Community where automation users, marketers and business owners gather to share their ideas, ask questions and get relevant update regarding using the Pabbly applications. So you can also join Pabbly Community now and grow your business with us. And if you wish to join the Pabbly Community, you can find link in the description given below. Now let's move on to the Pabbly Connect again, and here I am going to simply click over this sign in as I already have an account on Pabbly. And once you finish your sign up, you will be getting this all Pabbly apps page, and here you can see these are the products provided by Pabbly. And as we are going to integrate two applications, that is Landingy and Pipedrive, we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which can integrate different applications and start automating your work. Now for accessing the Pabbly Connect, we just have to click over this access now button, and we will be landed to the dashboard page of Pabbly Connect, which can be seen here. So in this dashboard page, you can see these are the folders I have created. So you can also create your own folder by just clicking on this create a new folder button. So here I am going to create a workflow by integrating two applications. So for that, you simply have to click over this create workflow button, and you will be getting the option for selecting the workflow builder. So here you can see we are getting two workflow builder, that is beta, which is modern, faster and more flexible, and another workflow builder we are getting is classic, which will provide you stable and familiar approach. So here I am going to use this newly launched workflow builder beta. So for that, you simply have to click over this select button, and you will be getting a dialog box where you have to provide a name to your workflow. So now let's provide a name to our workflow here. So here I am providing it the name create Pipedrive deal for landing page form submission, and afterwards we are getting the option for selecting the folders. So here I am going to select my folder, that is form folder, and afterwards we simply have to click over this create button, and here you can see we are getting this pop-up which says workflow created successfully, and we are landed to a workflow page. And on this page, you can see we are getting the option for adding the trigger. So now you might be thinking, what is this trigger? So trigger is our first application or the application which is going to initiate a workflow. So in this case, I want to initiate my workflow as soon as I receive a new form submission over Landingy or my landing page form. So for that, you simply have to click over this add trigger, and here I am going to search for the app, that is Landingy. And here you can see I am getting this app, so I am going to to select it, and afterwards I am going to select my app event, that is new lead from landing page, and we just have to click over this connect button, and here you can see we are getting the webhook URL with the steps to set the webhook. But now I am going to show you how you can paste this webhook URL for connecting our landing account with Pabbly Connect. So for that you just have to move to my landing account with me, and here you can see I am getting this landing page named as Pab SNS. So here I am going to simply click over this edit button and we will be landed to the page. So here you can see I am landed to this page, and here I am going to just scroll down, and here you can see this is the form I have created. So you just have to select any of the fields of this form, and here you can see we are getting the option for settings. So you just have to select it and we will be landed to the form settings page, and on this settings page you can see we are getting the option for integration. So you just have to select it, and here you have to search for webhook, and as you will search for webhook you will be getting this app. So you firstly have to install it, but here it is already installed, so I will be just selecting it, and here you can see we are landed to the webhooks page, and on this page we are getting two options, that is for request URL and request method. So this is the place where we have to paste the webhook URL which we have recently received from the Pabbly Connect. So now let's move on to the Pabbly Connect, and here I am going to just copy this webhook URL and paste it over here. So here I am going to paste it, and here we are done with the webhook URL, and afterwards we are getting the option for request method. So here I am going to select my request method as post, as I want to fetch the data from this landing page form. So here we are done with this. Now we simply have to click over the save button, and afterwards again I am going to click over the save and close, and here again we have to click over the save button for saving this webhook URL, and afterwards I am going to publish this form by just clicking on this publish button, and here again I am going to click over this publish anyway for publishing my form, and here you can see our form has been successfully published and we are getting the link of the form. So now let's copy this link and paste it over the new tab. So as I have pasted the link, I am getting this form again. Now let's move on to the Pabbly Connect again and check whether it's waiting for the webhook response or not, and here you can see it is waiting for the webhook response. Now for providing the webhook response we have to do a test submission. Now you might be thinking how to do test submission. So for that we just have to fill the landing form. So now let's move on to my form, and here I am going to fill this form again. So here you can see I have filled this form providing name smart user, email smartuser@pabblytudes.com, and the phone number. Now we simply have to click over the submit button, and here our form has been successfully submitted. Now let's move on to the Pabbly Connect to check whether we are receiving the response over there or not, and here you can see we are successfully receiving the response with the same detail which we have filled over the form. So here we are done with our trigger app. Now we just have to set up our action app. So for that you simply have to click over this add new actions tab button, and you will be getting this action setup. But before creating the deal, I am going to create a person over the Pipedrive. As for creating the deal, I need person ID. So here in this case I am going to search for Pipedrive as my action app. So here you can see I'm getting this app, so I'm going to select it, and afterwards I'm going to select my app event as create a person, and now we simply have to click over this connect button, and here you can see we are landed to the Pipedrive connection page. So if you already have an existing connection, you can simply click over this select existing connection, and if you want to build a new connection, you can simply click over this add new connection button, and here you can see we are getting the connection name, and afterwards it is asking me to enter my API token. So for getting the API token you can find the steps given in the help desk, but here I am going to show you how you can get this API token. So for that you just have to log in your Pipedrive account, which can be seen here. And here I am landed to my Pipedrive account. Now for getting the API token, you just have to visit your profile, and here you can see we are getting the option for personal preferences. So you just have to select it, and we are landed to this personal preferences page, and on this page we are getting the option for API. So you just have to select it, and here you can see we are getting our personal API token. So you just have to copy this API token and paste it over the Pabbly Connect. So here I am going to paste it, and afterwards I am going to simply click over the save button for saving this connection, and here our connection has been successfully built. And here you can see I am getting some of the fields. So here I am going to map these fields. Now you might be thinking, what is this mapping? So mapping is inserting the data from the previous step. So in this case, our previous step is landing page form. So I am going to map the responses from that. And mapping makes the field dynamic, means you don't have to enter your data again and again. Every field will be replaced with every new responses. So here I am going to map the name. So here you can see I am getting the name. So I have mapped it. And afterwards I am going to map the phone number. So here I am mapping my phone number with the response which I have received from the landing key. And here I am going to map my email also. And afterwards I am going to leave these fields blank as these fields are not necessary. So here we are done with the mapping. Now we simply have to click over the save and send test request. And here you can see we are receiving a positive response with the person ID which is required for creating the deal. Now let's move on further and add one more action step by just clicking on this add new action step button. And again I am going to search for the Pipedrive, and here you can see I am getting this app. So I am going to select it, and afterwards I am going to select my app event as create deal. Now we simply have to click over this connect button, and as we have already built in the connection, I am going to use this, that is select existing connection. Now we simply have to click over the save button, and here I am getting some of the fields. So I am going to map all these fields. So here firstly we are getting the field that is title, which is a necessary field. So here I am going to enter a sentence that is new deal with, and as I have entered this sentence manually, it will be static, means it will not be changed with every new responses. And here I am going to map the name of my user. So for that I am going to select this landing page form, and here I am going to map the name, and this name will be replaced with every new responses. So here I have provided the title, and afterwards we are getting the field that is creation date, which is not necessary, so I am going to leave it blank. Afterwards we are getting the status that is open, pipeline ID is pipeline, stage is qualified, and owner is informed. And afterwards I am going to select my organization as Pabbly, and here I am going to map the person ID which we have received from the Pipedrive where we have created the person. So here I am going to map the response from the Pipedrive, and here you can see we are getting the data ID or the person ID. So I have mapped it also, and afterwards I am going to enter my deal success probability percentage, which is 100. So you can enter probability between 0 to 100. And now again I am getting some of the fields which are not necessary, so I am going to leave these fields blank. Now we simply have to click over the save and send test request, and here you can see we are receiving a positive response, means we have successfully created a deal over the Pipedrive. So now let's move on to my Pipedrive account and check whether we are receiving a deal over there or not. So here I am going to just move to my Pipedrive account, and here on the sidebar you can see we are getting the option for deals. So let's select it, and here we are landed to the deals page, and we are successfully receiving the deal which we have recently created, named as smart user, with the same static word that is new deal with. And here you can see its detail such as phone number and email. So here you can see I have successfully created this automation by just using an amazing tool that is Pabbly Connect, which doesn't require any coding. So you can also create an automation like this for your business by just using Pabbly Connect. So stay tuned to our YouTube channel for learning more about Pabbly and creating many more amazing automations like this. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe our channel. And if you want to practice this workflow, you can find its link in the description given below. So thank you for watching this video. Not only this automation, you can build many more integrations like this by just using Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubt, you can mail us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can post it over the forums.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit the URL given over here. So start using Pabbly Connect for free now.